evening, which even I wasn't expecting to come back and do a live this evening. After the live this morning, I had to teach a class via Zoom earlier, and it's been a heck of a day, but I just have so much faith in this audience. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I have a lot of faith, but I also have a lot of expectation out of my viewers because I want everybody to be able to be sufficient. I want everybody to not be able to be able to circumvent what they see on a daily basis, and I don't want anybody to feel like they're trapped. And that's why I come here so often. We talked about that push up exactly this morning, and it was on the button. We talked about it. It didn't exactly hit over there, but it came up over here to that resistance, slightly went over, and we tapped that $1.48, $1.49-ish, and now we're on the bottom side. If it wanted to break out, and it still can, we can still continue higher. We've cleared out a little bit of distress here on the smaller time frames. If we were gonna break out farther, it has to do this. It couldn't just break out to $1.55 and then try, or it could have technically, but it would have put it into a little bit more trouble. If we're gonna try to make a run at that CME, we have to have these areas of consolidation. Forget this. This was an example I was showing earlier. But the point remains. If it gets over, and we want to do a 5-wave style thing, and you got to look at that and see if it makes sense, because I can still argue right now that it doesn't need to do that, and we could have had an ABC, and this is a volatile rejection wave, but I can still see shoulder, head, shoulder, so we need to make sure we break this area. Otherwise, what can happen is we can still come back down and still stay in a somewhat bullish formation for the short term, the micro move up, let's call it. But that's neither here nor there. We need to build the identity of this live. Good evening. 7:41 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Wednesday, February 25th, 2026. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So, what is the identity this evening? What are we trying to accomplish? It's a hell of a lot more than just looking at a chart, I can assure you that. What we're trying to accomplish here is we want to be, let's say, the purveyor of our own domain. We don't want somebody else in control of what we are supposed to be in control of. We don't want somebody else to tell us how, tell us when, tell us where, manipulate us how, manipulate us why, feed us FUD where, do what, say where, say how high, say how low. What I want you to be able to do is say, that's not high. You're a fucking midget. I'm sorry, is that bad language? I apologize. This family-friendly show. I know it's a sensitive time we live in now. But the point is you don't want somebody holding the bar way up here when it's like this big. You don't want somebody telling you got all this opportunity when it's that much. You want to be able to seep through. And I'm going to say it very clearly today, the emotional tirade that comes with trading risk assets. You don't have time. You don't have the time or energy. I wish every single one of you were taking the class, because there was so much detail today that makes perfect sense for what I'm saying right now. But I just don't have the time. But you have energy. Your energy gets broken up into many different ways. Do you want to spend the energy trying to make up for a mistake? Or do you want to spend your energy learning how to make a proper investment, or learning where the appropriate areas are? I had a very straightforward question in the class today, and it was brilliant the way that we were able to go with it. About an entry. And I'm not a financial advisor, but when I'm being paid, I can give a little bit of financial advice in that regard, because I'm a teacher, but I'm not an asset manager. So there's things that you can do and things that you can't. Today, the perfect example, and let's stretch away from the classes and come back to the topic. 2 things were a problem today when I was asked if they should make the entry. And I didn't say I wouldn't do it. I said, no, you should not. Because it was up here. The resistance is just above. And this chart's great to look at. You can throw it away if you want for this particular discussion. This is all that matters. It was up here. It was peaking over. And actually, I think it was right here. And it was one of those things. You had two choices. One, you could wait for it to go up to the 200-day and the 4-hourly, which happens to be at the symmetrical, or I mean the descending triangle resistance, right around $1.56-ish. And you could wait for that resistance tap and come back and see if we could have back tested here. In no way, shape, or form are you buying in this spot right now. Open your ears. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not yelling at you. We're talking. We're just talking here. In no way or how. I'm sorry. This is the new Tom. In no way and how are you buying right now. I'm not buying. I would not buy right here. I would wait for confirmation. Get some kind of push up that we could come up into that CME gap. My advice was, if you're going to buy, one, you could buy the $1.18, and it ended up going to $1.11. Twice it went to $1.13, then made that second low at $1.11, which now allowed for a situation where we have a bit of a discrepancy in the pricing. Also, we went down to a 5, cleared out the all-time low with the crypto fear and greed index. Double tapped it, actually. Now, it's tricky. Oh, it's tricky. It's very tricky. Now what you want to see, especially in this candle, we had a little bit of volume, not much, but some. Now you want to see decreasing volume on these next couple candles. Let it consolidate, let it figure it out, but let this volume start crashing off. Is it going to hold? Well, you got about a 40% chance that this can play farther up than it has already, but it's a 35% bigger chance than it had 2 days ago. Think about that. So it's something, but the problem is we're still stuck in this. What is this? Remember the pain in the, well, how do I say this without swearing? Remember, this is the pain, but what's a funny way to put it? This is a pain in the Scorseses, let's just say. You know, like kicked in the Scorseses, how I say, or kicked in the Grotesques. It's a pain in the, it's a pain in the ass. That's all I can say. You never want to buy the distribution zone, especially when it's looking bearish, unless you're planning on taking a ride up through here. And I mean, that's up to you if you want to take a ride through distribution. But I wouldn't base it. The ironic part is, though, the distribution setup actually pays, if you pay attention to this whole thing that I created a long time ago. This actually measures perfectly the bearish zone, and it's beautifully positioned in the distribution. Isn't it funny my distribution box goes up to $2.02? And this hasn't changed in years. And the area that we need to break to go bullish is 202. Like, you can't make that up if you tried right now. It's the beauty of distribution box. It knows. It knows what it knows. It doesn't care about my emotion. It certainly doesn't care about yours. Heck, it cares even less about mine, let's face it. But what it has is it's given us a code. It's given us an identity. It's given us a variable. We're in control. Don't you understand? When you have the knowledge, you are legitimately in control to where you can put a title out there and say, and I believe it to the core, because you should believe it too. You should believe in yourself. Bet on yourself. And I'm not talking about getting in the classes. Bet on yourself and get in here every damn day. I've been doing this since March 24th of 2021. No excuses. I've never taken a day off. Not one. So when people say they've worked 6 months straight, 2 months straight, oh my God, I have to work 6 days. I've worked almost 1,800 days straight. And I love it. Makes me, what the hell is going on here? Does this not have it set up properly? What is going on here? Is this not in horizontal? That would be amazing if it's set up like this and I didn't even realize it. What are you going to do? I don't even care. I think we'll just figure it out on the fly. I think the information is more important than YouTube stupidity. Let's see. Because it looked awfully weird, unless it just kind of... No, it's got it in a weird way today. Interesting. I guess we're going to have to roll with it, folks. Oh, this sucks, actually. Yeah, it's getting cut off because YouTube is stupid, and it put it in vertical, because that's what YouTube likes to do, because it's dumb. Now we have two choices. One, we can roll with it, and just tell YouTube to suck our, you know what, our scrollies. Or we can restart this, which, you know, we may or may not get everybody back. Oh, that's going to be a problem. Because when it's sideways, now when I hit this, oh, I can put it like this, so then you won't see it as much. We could technically keep it like this. Say, you know what, we can roll with this. We won't let YouTube bother us too much. But yeah, I need to restart this because this looks like hell. If it even works, I had to try 6 times to get this live to work, so... Emerson, thank you so much for the $20 donation and being in Tom's Running for over 2 years with the XP589 Moon Badge. Says, you putting in overtime today, Tom, doesn't go unnoticed. We'll join class after the wedding. Is it okay to take a look at Northern Oil and Gas? Thank you again. Absolutely. Absolutely. But let me restart this because this is not going to do anybody any good. I knew something was up when I started this. It just, I don't know, something didn't feel right. So yeah, let me restart this. It's just a shame because we have so many people. Unless I turn this from doing a let's look at all of the charts and all of that and have a personable talk, but we really need to look at the charts here too. I think I might just roll with it though because if I put it like this, it's a lot easier for people to see. You just have to turn your phone vertical instead of horizontal. But yeah, stuff gets cut off. That's the problem. That's the problem with having it horizontal, and that's why I hate YouTube's push. Yeah, it's not the funnest thing. It's not the funnest thing. Yes, the escrow dump is coming on the first, or I believe it's Sunday. Bank of Korea leaves policy rate unchanged at 2.50%, so they decided not to raise or lower rates. Interesting. I wonder what kind of impact that's going to leave. Let's see. It doesn't look great. Oh, no. Everybody wants me to restart. We'll try to restart. We'll try to restart because this sucks. And hopefully, you know, it works.